Hi, welcome to the second in this series on Chun Taekwondo, practical Taekwondo. What we're actually going to be doing, we're going to be looking at some of Grandmaster Kim's counter-attack techniques and strategies and tactics. Okay. The main thing to remember is that it's a military style, so he tends to use certain tactics that are sort of universally applicable against quite a lot of scenarios, which is a very military thing to do. And you know, if you've got a technique that works against a lot of scenarios, you just practice using it against those different scenarios. Okay. So the first thing, obviously, we're in our guard position. The first movement we're going to do is we're going to move at a 45-degree angle. Okay. So we're jumping out to the side. Off the line. So if a technique is coming in a straight line, down, up, straight line, or coming from this side, we're going to be basically moving to this side. We've already got our guard in this position here. We're going to keep the guard here and jump into basically a one-legged stance this way. Okay? So I've moved 45 degrees this way and turned into a one-legged stance, like so. I don't need to change my guard on this. Okay? If I'm moving to the other side, I will be taking a shorter step because I'm using my front leg rather than my back leg, and I'll be switching my guard. Okay, so again from this position I'll be moving to this position into the one-legged stance this way. Okay, so that's the idea. We're in our kicking position from there. So the first technique is going to be moving to my left, 45 degrees to my left, onto my left foot, and I'm going to be doing a turning kick or a roundhouse kick. So from this position, as an attack comes in this way, I'm moving off to here, turning and kicking. Okay? So again, get a better balance this time. So from here, boom. From here, straight up, turn and kick. Okay? That's technique number one. Okay? Technique number two is going to the other side. So I'm going to move out to this side, shorter jump because it's my right foot. So I'm going to maybe make a little bit more of an effort with the right foot. And I'm going to jump into this position. Left knee up this time. I've switched my guard, and now I'm turning and roundhouse kick with my left. Okay, so technique number one, we're going to this side and turn, and technique number two, going 45 degrees to this side, knee up, and then turn and kick. Easy peasy. Right. Technique number 3 and 4, we're doing the same movements to the side, but we're going to be doing a side kick. Slight difference to how I showed you the kicks before on the side kick. Because we're moving to the side, we're actually doing the side kick from a side-on position. So the one-legged stance that we're doing from here is now going to be side-on to the target. So I've actually already got this turn position that you get from classical sort of side kick movements. Okay. So rather than turning and facing, I'm jumping, but I'm more side-on to my opponent. Okay. So it's a sort of a shortcut move. Okay. So from this position here. Technique number 3, you're jumping out to the side like so, and side kick, and then technique number 4, I'm moving to this side, switching my guard, and side kick from there. Okay, so quick review then. Technique number 1, to here, turn face, roundhouse kick or turning kick. Technique number 2, going to this way, jump, facing with my knee, and then turn in, roundhouse kick. Technique number 3, we're going this way. We're side on to your opponent and side kick. And then technique number 4, going this way, side on to my opponent, switch the guard, side kick, and back. Okay? So the beauty of these techniques is that whatever's coming at you, you're either going to be moving to the outside or to the inside, depending on, assuming he's a right-handed, to the other way around if he's left-handed attack. Okay? They're quite universal because you're not actually engaging the strike. So once you're not moving into the strike, you're fine. Yeah. So if a strike's coming this way, obviously I'm going to move this way. If a strike's coming this way, obviously I'm going to move this way. Anything along the center line, whether it's straight, downwards, or upwards, you're moving off the line. It works. Okay. So very, very simple. Really works. Okay. And you're using the assets that you've got the most, especially in military Taekwondo. You're using your army boots. Yeah. Heavy, hard army boots to kick people with, okay? And that's what you want to do, okay? So, again, quick review. Technique number 1, here and turn. Technique number 2, here and turn. Technique number 3, here, side. And technique number 4, to here and side. 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? Good luck practicing those. Get nimble on your feet. Start moving quick, jumping if you can, to bump straight into position and execute the kick. Okay? Excellent work.